Hey guys, today I'm going to walk you through my weekly meal prep. I'm using gluten-free breadcrumbs because I'm going to be making breaded chicken tenders with potato for lunch. I'm going to make 5 of those, and I'm going to make 2 of the same but with sweet potatoes for dinner. So I've already washed my potatoes. I've got my oven preheating to 400. I've got my baking sheet lined with parchment paper and sprayed it with a little bit of olive oil. My head's probably going to cut off, but as long as you guys can hear me and see what I'm doing. And you might hear my child playing in the background. So basically this summer, I have been eating pretty much whatever I want, and I've started running, which has been making me like hungrier than normal. I feel like it's just I've not been feeling the best. I've been feeling puffy, bloated. I feel better when my nutrition is on point. So that's why I'm going to make some changes. I'm pivoting slightly because not only do I want my body to look a certain way, but I just want to feel better. I played around a little bit last week with my calories, and it was too much. The scale was going up every day. Not really trying to lose weight, but I am, I guess, still kind of doing a body recomposition where I'm still trying to burn fat, but I'm also focused on building muscle. So in order to do that, we need to make sure we are eating around maintenance calories and make sure we are getting enough protein. I'm shooting for my body weight in protein. And I just feel like in order to be successful in anything, you have to be willing to do what most people aren't. That could look like most people are not willing to eat the same thing every day. I can't relate because I don't mind eating the same thing every day. Now, I will do some sort of variation. So, like, for example, if I eat breakfast every day, one day I might have fried eggs and one day I might do scrambled. Or one day I might do turkey bacon, one day I might do regular bacon. So I will have a slight variation, but it's still the same food essentially. Just like what you're going to see here, my lunch will be chicken and regular potato. My dinner will be chicken and sweet potato. And I'll show you in just a second. I'm kind of cutting them up in like little cubes. And that's how I eat them. I'm also going to show you guys, I do make like a homemade ranch. And I'm going to show you guys later in the video how I do that. It's a little bit healthier and lower calorie than if you just buy a bottle of ranch dressing. So this is what they look like, you know. And then we just put them over here, and I will season them at the end. But yeah, hopefully I can stick to this for a couple weeks and get my waist back down, because that's the first place I gain weight and the last place I lose weight. I'm going to drizzle organic extra virgin olive oil, and they say to buy it in this dark glass. It's a little more expensive, but it's supposed to be better. Actually, let's pour it in here first and then drizzle. And all I like to season it with is a little bit of salt, pepper, paprika, and cayenne. And just give it a good mix. You might ask why do I like prepping my meals? Well, for one, if you eat out every day, you're easily going to spend $15 per meal. I can buy all the ingredients that I need for lunch and dinner for the week for about 25 bucks. So for me, that's a no-brainer. But also, like I said earlier, I don't really get tired of eating the same things every day. I'm going to have to do the sweet potatoes on a separate pan. I think my tripod broke. So kind of got it rigged up for a second. But I'm going to do my sweet potatoes the exact same way. This meal takes me about an hour and a half to make, but I've learned, to me, it's worth it. Another reason I prefer cooking my meals and doing meal prep, I forgot how hard these were to cut. Jeez, okay. Because I know what's in my food. So when you go out to eat, it's usually fried. It's cooked in all kinds of oils. So I know exactly what's in my food. And I kind of dealt with some food allergies last year with like dairy and gluten. I still try to do as much dairy-free, gluten-free as I can. I try to do it in moderation. The only thing I do notice does make me very, very bloated. I like to keep that to a minimum. I think I'm going to do these in the air fryer. So I'm going to just dump those in there, finish prepping these out without cutting myself. So the seasonings, I'm going to go ahead and get these regular potatoes in the oven at 400. And they go about 30 minutes. So I'll set a timer for 15, and then I'll kind of shake them up a little bit and put them back in for 15. Kind of want to get them all the same size. I remember that. And kind of have them all laid out on like a single layer. It'll be time to, probably by the time these are done, I'll be done prepping my chicken. I'm probably going to take a break before I start cooking the chicken and eat my bagel, because it's about time for me to eat. Might add a little bit of cornstarch just because for some reason I feel like you're supposed to. Like supposed to get them crispier, I think. Probably do 375 for 15 minutes and just see where they're at. Shake them halfway through and then see where they're at. You may need more. So I season my chicken the exact same way, but no salt, because I do like Tony's in my chicken. Tony's has salt in it. I'm going to need gloves, plastic wrap, my gluten-free flour, an egg whites, and Dijon mustard. So, quite a bit of stuff, but I mean, these typically last me a week or two just for me by myself. This has lasted me, because I only use it a very little bit, this has lasted me a long time, probably 3 months. Okay, it goes bad next month, so I mean that probably tells you I've had it for like 6 months. We go through eggs a lot. These usually get me through 1 to 2 weeks of meal prep. So, and I've been trying to use less and less. So I'm trying to make this last me 2 weeks. I just realized. No, I thought she was with you.
What? I think she might have just left. It's not good in here. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me, Derek.
Not on.
Just got back from the gym. Just went hard. PR'd on every exercise. What's that sound? Cycle. What's the cycle sound? Hey! Yeah, guys, just PR'd on every freaking thing I've ever done. I need to use the air fryer for 15 minutes.
You go ahead.
Training her?
Why my makeup not healed yet?
Honey, it's probably not going to get here today.
Yeah. Man, probably ain't gonna get it today, baby. But you know what you can get? Kisses. Is there gonna be more chicken?
Yeah, put it in there.
Yeah, probably not. That's not gonna eat for dinner. What's your plan? Rice.
Let me see. I've already logged it. What?
Y'all know it's how it is now, right?
What?
For Daddy.
Oh.
What's that? Why that be brown? Hell no, that be brown.
Oh, I'm still recording. Okay, so my potatoes are done. I just had a snack. I made some coffee, and let's finish. We're about halfway through, so get some more gloves. I know there's a lot going on, but this is the reality of meal prep. So I'm just gonna lay them out in a single layer and season them front and back. They might not all fit on my board this time. So, okay. Pat this chicken dry, season both sides. I like to keep this hand clean. Okay, so I'm gonna do cayenne. Brown mustard. Paprika. Now this side I'm just doing Tony's. And I probably will have to figure out a better way to do this next week so that I'm not having to do this twice. I low-key used to dread making this meal, but I've come to the conclusion that this is the one thing I look forward to. So, okay. So now that I've seasoned both sides, I just put the clear plastic wrap on top. I'm taking my burger smasher and really gonna flatten these out. And to me, I don't know, it just really improves the texture. I'm about to go through so many gloves. But I'm going to transfer all of these over to a plate carefully because I want to try to keep them intact. Because if they start breaking off into little pieces of chicken, then you have to essentially form a chicken tender with all these tiny pieces. And sometimes that will happen. Like there's 2 little tiny pieces right there. So I'll take the scraps, whatever falls off, and I will essentially form a chicken nugget at the end. So see, there's a little, if there's enough. If not, they'll probably end up in the trash. An hour and a half of my whole entire week is going to keep me on track for 7 meals. Ooh, you look beautiful. You want me to put it on my lips?
No, on my lips.
Oh.
Can I have this on?
Why is it almost gone? Didn't you just get this?
I used it. That's it. And I put some on Nano too.
Oh, you got this.
Let me do this.
You just asked me to do it.
I don't need to open it.
Oh, you just wanted me to open it? Okay. Like meal prepping. It's not exciting or fun, but if you want results, this is what you have to do. Now, what if I don't have time? What if I'm out of town? What if things are going to come up, right? Where you might not have the hour and a half to meal prep for the week. I'll be honest, I usually will just find a different day to do it. Like if I know, say, I'm going to be out of town Saturday and Sunday, I will probably try to meal prep Friday night or Monday. That's just me. Or I will opt for a quicker meal prep. Sometimes I'll do like a chicken, egg, and cheese hash brown bowl. And I can tolerate that for a few days, but it is not something after a few days, I do not look forward to eating it anymore. So I'm going to put my flour in one dish. Egg to about, I don't know, 3 tablespoons or so of egg whites. I do a little squirt, I don't know, maybe half a tablespoon of that.
Can I open this too?
Yeah. You got sparkles everywhere, girl. So I may end up having to add more egg whites to this concoction. But I mix it all together. And usually there's like a really slimy piece that I will just toss in the sink. Cover the bottom in these. I'm going to leave this lid off because I'm probably about to use the rest of that. Gently pulling these, trying to keep everything intact if possible. Okay, so I might have like a little tiny piece of chicken, little tiny tenderloin right there. So we're doing flour first. And I just kind of dust it off. It gets everywhere. It makes a mess. And then we clean it all up at the end. So you just trust the process. I will kind of like let it drip. There you go. And I just rinse and repeat. We're going to do this 16 times. So I always do this in the air fryer, and I can only cook about 4 tenders at a time. So that's what takes the longest. I should probably just put it on that baking sheet and put it in the oven. It probably would be a lot quicker if I just put them all in the oven. I might try that today since I'm doing so many. So I just preheated it to 375. And guys, once you get the hang of everything, it is faster. Once you really get a system going, you get faster each week. Or you learn like each time you're like, oh, I could have done that, or I could have, whatever. And I will kind of flatten them one more time just because that's how I like it. I don't want them too breaded, but I do want them lightly coated on each side. You laughing? Okay.
Like and subscribe if you really want to get some real good content instead of this bullshit. Come to my page.
Wow. Says the person who doesn't even post anymore. This is typically what our Sunday looks like. This probably adds an extra 60 calories to your meal and an extra like 10 grams of carbs. To me, it's worth it. Okay, so I've got a good mess going on. I'm gonna scrape everything into my paper plate. It's easy to throw away. That's about how much flour I have left over, but we're not going to save it because it's such raw chicken. So I only use a tiny bit of this one. Really? What are you looking for? Transfer. Only about half of them fit, so I'm going to cook the other half in the air fryer. Got 375. Now check them and flip them in like 5 minutes, 4 minutes. So air fryer, I'm doing 350 for 8 minutes. Get your scale. I've got 7, so I want to do at least 7 meals. So I use the Trader Joe's organic cashew yogurt, basically like a sour cream alternative. And I usually do about 2 spoonfuls. Wow, you look so bougie. So we're going to say 50 grams. We'll just do 50 grams. So I don't mind if I don't want them like overcooked, because when I reheat them, they're going to cook more. So typically that's 4 to 5 minutes on each side. 50 grams. This Trader Joe's ranch, and I just like cover the top. And that usually is enough. Doing it this way kind of goes back to what I said earlier, like less ingredients, because I used to do the ranch packets by like Hidden Valley, and I still do those on occasion, but there's a lot more ingredients in those. This one isn't as tasty, but I still like it. It does the job for me. When they're done, they look something like this. And then when I reheat them in the air fryer, they get a little more golden brown. I might let the ones in the oven go a smidge longer. So my 2 sweet potatoes have 90 grams. I'm hoping these will be about the same. So now they each probably have 100 grams. Everything's coming together. 5.5 ounces for each meal. Perfect. Okay. Got 5 lunches, 2 dinners. And I will probably add this to my lunch today because I had some left over last week and it wasn't quite 5.5 ounces. So I'll just add this to my lunch. And yeah, if that is it. That is it for today. I do want to maybe try to make this a weekly situation. So I hope you liked my little tutorial. Have a great week. Bye.